Happy birthday, Jonas. I picked out this book for you because it reminds me of your imagination that you use in the backyard. This book is about a boy who does not like his home life, and he makes his own civilization in his backyard. Westlandia by Paul Shimon. Of course he's miserable, moaned Wesley's mother. He sticks out like a nose, snapped his father. Listening through the heating vent, Wesley knew they were right. He was an outcast from the civilization around him. He alone in his town disliked pizza and soda, alarming his mother and the school nurse. He found professional football stupid. He refused to shave half his head, the hairstyle worn by all the other boys, despite his father's bribe of $5. Sometimes my room is like that. Passing his neighborhood's two styles of housing, garage on the left and garage on the right, Wesley alone dreamed of more exciting forms of shelter. He had no friends, but plenty of tormentors. Fleeing from them was the only sport he was good at. Each afternoon, his mother asked him what he had learned in school that day. That Caesar carried great distances by the wind, he answers on Wednesday. That each civilization has each staple of its food crop, he answered on Thursday. That school's over and I should find a good summer project, he answered on Friday. As always, his father mumbled, I'm sure you use that knowledge often. Suddenly, Wesley's thoughts sparked his eyes. His eyes blazed. His father was right. He could actually use what he learned that week for some project that top all the others. He would grow his own staple food crop and found his own civilization. Do you have great ideas like him sometimes? Because I do. The next morning, he turned over a plot of ground in his yard. That night, a wind blew in from the west. It raced through the trees and set his curtains snapping. Wesley lay awake, listening. His land was being planted. Do you stay awake at night this late? No, my mom won't let me. 5 days later, the first seedlings appeared. You'll have a mighty big lamb on your hands if you don't get those weeds out, warned his neighbor. Actually, that's my crop, replied Wesley. In this type of garden, there are no weeds. Following ancient tradition, Wesley's fellow gardeners grew tomatoes, beans, Brussels sprouts, and nothing else. Wesley found it thrilling to open his land to chance to invite the new and unknown. He looks like a scientist. The plants shot up past his knees, then his waist. They seemed to be all of the same sort. Wesley couldn't find them in any plant book. Are those tomatoes, beans, or Brussels sprouts? Asked Wesley's neighbor. None of the above, Wesley replied briskly. Boy, those plants are really big. Fruit appeared, yellow at first, then blushing to magenta blushing to Magnet. Wesley picked one and sliced it through the rind of the juicy purple center. He took a bite and found the taste of intertracing blend of peach, strawberry, pumpkin pie, and flavors he had no name for. Ignoring the shelves of cereal in the kitchen, Wesley took to breakfasting on the fruit. He dried half a rind to serve as a cup, built his own squeezing device, and drank the fruit's juice throughout the day. Pulling up a plant, he found large tubers on the roots. These he boiled, fried, or roasted on the family barbecue, seasoning them with a pinch of the plant's highly aromatic leaves. Those look like good fruit.